The world of cold and hot.
Gone.
Gone. The world of being rich and being broke.
Gone.
Which means that there's something I have to denounce.
Amen.
I got to come out of Egypt. I got to come out of Pharaoh's world.
Yes.
But when I come out of Pharaoh's world, then there's something I have to do. I can't just denounce it.
No,
because if I denounce it, and that's all that I do, then you know what? I'm gonna stay right in it. I promise you, that's exactly where I'm gonna be. No matter how much denouncing I do, unless I go to the next step. And the next step means to do what? To create.
A new word.
Don't forget now, the world that we're living in is egotistical. It's the product of what? The analysis on the inside. Happening right up here. Not out here. Right up here. And that's what has to be denounced. But also there's something else that has to happen. And that's the creation. New heaven. New earth. Everybody agreeing with that? Everybody see that I didn't jack that. I didn't twist that and make it to some other kind of story. I don't understand with Matzah. Everybody see that? I don't want you to ever think that I'm doing something like that to you because I'm not here to deceive. I'm not. I'm here to encourage you that in your circumstances, what you have to do is you have to go, you know what? I'm not going to react to it because that's all I'll be doing. And as long as I react to Pharaoh's oppression, I'm still oppressed. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to create a new heaven and a new earth. You know why that's so important to understand? Because we ain't without the instructions about that. Let's go back to East Cain. Tree of life. Whenever you're talking about Torah, Torah is not talking about this world. It's not. We think it is. But it's not talking about this world. It's talking about the world to come. So what's in Torah? Let's say that a little bit louder. Plans. Instructions. And how's it there? In what? In words. Okay? And behind words there is thought. Behind words, branches. There's thought. One more time. That's the great thing about Torah. That's why we don't really have to focus on any other book. We don't have to go, oh, I need the Talmud and the Mishnah. Because the Talmud and the Mishnah is written down. This is infinite. Just like the world we're going to create. And this is finite. So what they wrote there, they couldn't put it in volumes. Couldn't put it there. But a lot of us really didn't know what they were writing about anyway. We didn't. We didn't realize that when the Creator was speaking to us, or speaking to Moshe, through him and to us, that what he was speaking about was the world to come. You get this, you get life and good. The way we've been dealing with it is we get life and death. You know why? Because we're taking it here and we're not understanding exactly what it is. That's why it's so important to us. That's why Chag. When we set that up, we put that up like that, what do you really think we're saying to the people? Oh, let's fall down and worship this? No. I don't think so. What we're trying to show to them, these are the branches that are speaking about the root. And when you say the root, you're talking about the world to come. I mean, this world is temporary. This world is eternal. This world is filled with contrasts. This world is what? On that day, he will be, and his name will be. And how do I get that world? Speak. Where did I get my speech from? Torah. But it certainly can't be the way that we've been listening to it. There has to be some redeemers that come. That actually show us what these words are that we should focus on. So that they can bring us the thoughts that give rise to the creation of a new world. See, I know that sometimes when we look at our stuff, we're just saying this stuff over and over again. Well, what in the world do you think we're doing it for? Maybe you don't realize it. I do. We're creating a new heaven and a new earth. Former one, this one right here. Why do you think our Torah readings are coming up, to yeshiva and all that's so important? Why do you think we're out here trying to convert people? Why are we doing all this? What particular civilization do we live in right now? The Adamic civilization. Anybody that understands something about that too. And that ain't the first one. It's the one that's been ran by the ego. All this got to go. All of it, let me say it one more time, it has to go. And so he tells us, denunciation, but I got to replace it with something. And what I'm going to replace it with are words that have thoughts behind it that are actually coming from Now you can argue with me all day long, but all that'll do is cause you to stay in the contrast. I got one purpose, and that one purpose is to do this. Lead you across, see him reads. When I say that, it's the same thing it was back then. Let me take you out of this world.
Put me in another one.
And bring you into another world. You know what our problem was then? We were stiff-necked.
We didn't want to go.
And we didn't go. It don't make no difference how you said, we came out and through Yehoshua we went to where? You stayed right where you were at. All you did, as a matter of fact, if you look at it, from the perspective of the universe, you didn't move at all.
No.
You didn't move at all. Because you don't move until you understand what I'm talking about here. And that is that we got to cross this. And he says that we cross it as one. We enter into a new world. And how are we talking? See, some of us are still talking dual. And I have to talk dual to you for you to understand what I'm talking about. But the fact is, if you catch what I'm saying, you didn't walk into Sion today and you'll walk out another way knowing one thing. Yeah, I'm physically immortal. Yeah, I ain't subject to death, but that ain't enough. That's not enough. There has to be a new heaven And a new earth for me to fit into.
Amen.
Yes.
And who in the world you think gonna create it?
Me. Amen.
No. It ain't gonna be that one, boy. Hot dog, it ain't gonna be that one.
What did you say, Rabbi?
I want to be clear, because if you don't understand this, you don't understand how important it is when we get around this table.
Amen.
And what we're actually trying to do. And you won't understand why. I want to wrestle with you, Rabbi, because I don't really understand what you're saying, or I don't believe what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Amen.
It's okay. Because I'm not trying to create a personality or ego in front of you.
Amen.
It's the last thing. What I want to see. Can I read it one more time?
Amen.
Amen. This is what I want to see.
Amen.
And I want to see it. You know why? Because think about something. The way that the fly sees this world is different than the way that we see it.
Amen.
Amen. The way that the dog sees it is different. It's all different.
Amen.
Because it's about perspective, and we change perspective with words.
Yeah.
Catch this right here. You be so joyous. You wake up in the morning and go, you know what? No wonder we had to do it for 7 days.
Amen.
You wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I need to recreate some stuff here, man. This is not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In other words, and you understand the mechanic to it.
Amen.
You gotta deny this stuff.
Amen.
You gotta denounce it.
Amen.
You can't go around and go, oh, well, over here it is. Some will let that stay. Because when you let that stay, you let the rest of the world stay with you.
Amen.
We ain't got no problem dealing with this.
Yeah, amen.
We don't.
Amen.
But you know what he said? He said, you're going to have some distasteful stuff
Amen.
in order for you to do what I have determined for you to do.
Amen.
Because when I made you opposite of me. And you have a thing about you that will make you comfortable in this.
Amen.
See, some people are just comfortable with the idea of just living forever. You really want to do it in this?
Amen.
Answer that question. You really want to do it like that? Is that what will make you happy? Watching all your family members die? Why, you don't? Does that make you happy? It's a bunch of stuff in there.
Amen.
It's not that at all. It's understanding how this comes into being.
Amen.
We're told. The great divine mind in 8:1
Amen.
had a thought. We call it the thought of creation. Speaks it. And it's on its way. It's going through process. And we can be a part of that process.
Amen.
What do we say? Or what do we have? We still have it in the bulletin that I'm a Jew. Not because I believe that the world is created, but that we are created. What you saying? Oh, that's just some beautiful words. They're so entertaining. They make me sound like I'm somebody. Well, you are. You the one missing this. So every now and then he got to send somebody to go, hey, wake up. Because we can create this while everybody else has fly, spider, and dog mentality.
Amen.
Don't fool yourself.
Amen.
All of our experience is cycle.
Amen.
All of it. And you can't. You just trying to do what Torah taught us. What Torah teaches. These words are established by how many witnesses?
2 or 3.
It's teaching you. It's called. You gotta have some people that agree with you. Y'all know how hard it is to get people to agree with this? Man, you have to keep teaching it and teaching it and teaching it and teaching it. And they're going to keep coming back at you with all their little stuff that they got going on.
Amen.
That they done learned from this egotistical type education that we have. And you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And they'll keep fighting you and fighting you and fighting you. And then finally you'll go, okay, well, let me go somewhere where I can get somebody to agree.
Amen.
Because there are some people that don't want to do what we're doing right now.
Amen.
Don't want to. But there are people that will bulk up against you. All you got to do is read Isaiah. You start reading around chapter 60. Read and finish it off, and you'll see. You'll see the entire way that we feel about it. What happens when the Redeemer comes, what's going to take place with the new world and all that, right? You're going to see all of that.
Amen.
It's like, just the Matzah. I like the way Raquel, she's looking at me like. I promise you, I'm getting ready to sit down. I'll sit down on this. I promise you. You know, you ain't got to ask me no more. Because if you don't understand this, and she does. I'm not saying she don't. It's just a look on her face. You know, she got the little childlike look on her face. You know how kids look at you, you know, you tell them something, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm saying, there is a Santa Claus now. She's looking at me like. She's got that childlike thing. But I'm trying to tell you something that's so important. Because you can rise above the deathless state. You can enter into creativity. Because it's all in you. It's in you. That's it right there. And we can do it together, or I'm going to still do it, don't make no difference.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? You can sit there and do all you want to. You know, I ain't thinking about the one thing.
Amen.
Denouncing this one and creating the new one. I ain't thinking about anything else. I mean, I didn't come to improve this.
Amen.
One more time, I didn't. It's egotistical. I didn't come to improve this. It can't be improved.
Amen.
It can't. It can only be denied. I ain't come to do that.
Amen.
Can I read it one more time?
Amen.
65:17. Isaiah. See, all of this sounds so dual. It does. But you learn what did you learn in conversion, Milka? The Jew is not dual.
Amen.
Not. You might start out that way. I mean, that's all that idol worship we got into. Not dual.
Amen.
I'm telling you, just think about it. You'll get so happy. You'll see that the Creator is really happy. He's like, okay. I'm just a happy camper. Verse 17, 65, 17, let me go to 17. It says, for behold, after all of this stuff, you know, if you read up before, it talks about how his servants will eat and you will starve and then all this stuff, because it's been the other way around. And so what we've been thinking is that, somehow, this Messiah's going to come on this horse. And you know what I'm saying? And he's going to save all of his servants. How many servants do I have here today? He's going to save all of his servants. And you know what he's saying to you? You are save yourself. You got the power. And these distasteful events will cause you to become conscious of the fact that you have the power. For behold, I am creating new heavens and a new earth. And I love this one right here, because this tells me that I don't have to create alongside of what's going on. I mean, you the new world. You the one. I mean, all this stuff that, that's raining right now, we just gonna go.
Lord,
Don't care anything about it. We don't. And we don't have to. Because when we do what we do, it will cause those that are in this other world to come out.
There it is.
Because all of them will bless themselves in us. But it's what us is doing. Ain't trying to improve it. I'm trying to tell you. None of the disciplines. I'm not trying to improve none of the disciplines. Communications, economics, the education system. I ain't trying to improve that stuff. Come in and make something new and sparkly in it. And it still remain the same mess that it is. You know what I'm saying? If you put a diamond in some dung, it's still gonna be dung.
It's true.
You didn't change it because you put a diamond in it. Did it? Still same old mess. Stuff you don't want to handle. Y'all really want to handle this? You want to handle this stuff? Not when I know I ain't got to. Because I know this ain't nothing but a headache.
That's it.
That's all it is. I watch it, I'm over all that kind of stuff. I keep looking at it, you know what I'm saying? I look at it and I go, oh well. It's good for me. And the world that we create has integrity. It doesn't fall apart.
Eternal.
Man, everything you get a hold of falls apart. Just look at it. In the synagogue, you think God's punishing us? He ain't punishing you. He's trying to get you to go deep inside of yourself and find the Creator.
There it is.
He ain't punishing. That's not the way. This is under control, you know what I'm saying? But you got to remember what the Pharaoh won't do. He's going to keep you right there. In this small little thing, thinking that, oh man, I can't do nothing. I just can't do nothing. I am so master the world of my salute. You talk about it. That's why you come to the table. One more time. You understand that? You would want a table to be up all the time. You would. You wouldn't want to just Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night, Thursday. You're like, man, we need this 7 days. We need to be speaking about this. But you know what? I'm speaking it 7 days, so it don't make no difference. I just go where I can go. So I don't want to go to places that I can't be heard, because it's a waste. It's a force. It doesn't do anything. You have to be with people that want to.
There it is.
Because they didn't eat this matzah. Except for Raquel, because he loves it. Raquel, it's my day to pick on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna pick on you. It's okay. It's okay. We still good. You still be. It's just my day to pick on you. For behold, I am creating new heavens and a new earth. I want you to turn to someone and tell them that you have the power to create a new heaven and a new earth. I want you to look them in the eye and tell them that. Please tell somebody.
You have the power to create a new heaven and a new earth.
You have the power to create a new heaven and a new earth.
No, we don't want to create the one like it is right now. I'm trying to tell you, we don't want this one. I'm telling you, we don't want this one. And don't say that we ain't got no instructions, because our instructions are what? Torah, because we know that Torah is talking about what? The world to come. It's not talking about this world. We think it's talking about this world because it's giving us a few good laws, and if we keep them, it'll be kind of cool in this world.
Amen.
But it's still going to be crumbling.
Yes, amen.
Because it ain't talking about that.
No, amen.
It's not. It's talking about life and good. It's talking about something completely different.
Amen.
But that's why our focus is what? Torah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read this right here. But it ain't really our focus. We're just going to read what Isaiah saw.
Amen.
Up here. The former, I love this. I'm telling you, I love this part.
Amen.
Because I look at all this ignorance that's going on right now. There's a lot of ignorance that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Man, you see a person run down the court. Man, I love basketball. But they run down the court. Da, 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 and when they do all that right there, man, $2 million. Like, are you crazy? You do this to an orange hole? And they giving you what is what have we created? You know what I'm saying? Then what we're going to do? We're going to go, well, it's entertainment. And then we're going to even make it better because we're going to make the teens be, full of philanthropy and all of that kind of stuff like that. And we'll look at all that and go, oh, that's so lovely. But you don't realize how many people are oppressed, including them. You don't realize. You don't realize that. And it's a constant. You have to create something else. And you got to have people that's intelligent enough to know that they can do it. I got anybody like that here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 people. But at least we have Hasidic people. All right. Again, the former will no longer be recalled. That's what we're talking about. No longer be recalled. It will not be taken to thought. It won't be in the thought. Why we replace it? We replace it. Nehalel
Hallelujah.
Nehalel
Hallelujah.
Nehalel
Hallelujah.
Am Yisrael.
Am Yisrael.